Two princes. One walks in the light, his every step examined, his every word twisted. The other lurks in the shadows, shielded by silence, his indiscretions whispered but never shouted. This is the story of a royal family, a tale of hypocrisy so brazen it leaves us questioning. Where is the justice? Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well and welcome to today's video. But first, let's watch this video.
Prince Andrew's shown himself to be lacking in his judgmental skills and in assessing the character of individuals he involves himself with. This is surprising given the nature of his upbringing. It might be reasonably assumed that advisors would be on hand to ensure he didn't fall into traps and keep making these errors of judgment that he seems to be regularly doing. I heard someone use the phrase useful idiot, and sadly this does seem to be somewhat appropriate with Prince Andrew. It's a phrase used by the Chinese government. It would therefore be perhaps advisable if the king did exercise some kind of control over the activities of Prince Andrew in the future. However, this is likely to be practically and diplomatically problematic. Nikki says, Vanessa, I never understand the hypocrisy of folk who show so much hate towards Prince Harry and his wife, while there's hardly a murmur against this arrogant freeloader Andrew Windsor. He's endangering the country with this Chinese spy, which should be of great concern to us. That's Nikki in Kent. And Sarah said, first-time caller, says, they're the royal family who the British population look up to and learn from. They set examples to the UK on how to behave. This is disgraceful. He should be removed from the royal family.
Most of today's front pages are occupied by Prince Andrew, who I laugh only because it seems that Prince Andrew is unable to touch anything without it immediately turning into something brown and stinking. And in this particular incident, it is a friendship he has with a Chinese businessman who we can't know his name. This Chinese businessman, he's called H6. I can't think for any reason why we can't know his name. So an unnamed Chinese businessman who has been taken by Prince Andrew, we believe, to St James's Palace, Buckingham Palace twice, also to an event at Windsor Castle. Turns out he was a spy for China and a great friend of Prince Andrew's. And now there's, as you can imagine, there's a massive panic going on about exactly what Andrew may have told to the spy. Tom Tugendhat, the Conservative MP and former Security Minister, saying it's important that there is an urgent investigation into attempts at subversion in Buckingham Palace. We're told the King has been informed.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, two names that ignite endless debate. From their choice to step back from royal duties and move to a new country and start a life in a new country away from royal hypocrisy, to their blockbuster Netflix series, Harry and Meghan documentary, which is the highest viewed documentary ever with 81.55 million hours viewed, making it the highest viewed documentary premiere for the streaming platform. And there is also the latest series, Polo. This rousing docuseries goes behind the scenes of professional polo, offering an unprecedented look into the players' lives on and off the field, and also raise funds for Centre Bali organisation. They've been vilified at every turn. Critics say they crave attention. Some say that they use their title to earn income, yet the attention they receive is anything but kind. One comment on X said, Meghan has never been the problem. They are their own problem. Meghan saved the favour one. That's their problem. Their history books are washed. And then there is Prince Andrew, the Duke of York. His name graces headlines for far graver reasons: ties to predators, a Chinese spy, questionable friendships, and allegations that would topple anyone outside these gilded walls. First, he was accused of spending weeks at sex offender and financier Jeffrey Epstein's Florida mansion. Second, he was friends with sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell. Third, he was accused of paying a woman who accused him of raping her millions to stop a civil sex case. Then there is the latest scandal where he endangers the country by being a friend with a suspected Chinese spy. The Chinese man was invited to the Duke of York's birthday party and acted as a business advisor for his investments in China. He invited the Chinese spy to Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle, only in UK, courtesy of the royal family. Commenters on X did not disappoint. One commenter said, Prince Andrew says he's not friends with the Chinese spy anymore and he didn't tell him any secrets anyway. No, that's all right then. I'm sure the MI6 will be happy with that. Is this bloke for real? It strikes me Andrew is so stupid and greedy he wouldn't know or care what he'd said. And another one said, according to the news, Prince Andrew has heaped embarrassment on the royal family by being friends with a Chinese spy. More embarrassing for the Chinese spy being associated with that disgusting freeloading nonce, I reckon. And another one said, The royal family are an embarrassment to Britain. Their very existence needs justification after decades of their mute horribilis. Wish they'd retire TBH before they're fired. And of course, we may not know other unexposed scandals done by Prince Andrew. The silence around him is deafening, a silence that speaks volumes about who we choose to condemn and who we choose to protect. The only response Prince Andrew has given is not talking to the Chinese guy, and that he has lost contact with him while the Chinese guy has been barred from entering the UK over national security fears. Harry and Meghan chose to leave the gilded cage. They dared to forge their own path, to speak their truth. For that, they've been branded as rebels, attention-seekers, traitors. They've been called every name under the sun for wanting to live a life of purpose outside royal protocol. Here's the bitter truth. Harry and Meghan's biggest crime is breaking the mould. They challenge centuries of royal tradition, and for some that's unforgivable. Andrew's actions, on the other hand, fit all too comfortably into a system that has long shielded those within it. It's not just hypocrisy. It's a betrayal of the very values the monarchy claims to uphold. When we look at these two princes, we see two very different stories. One is a tale of resilience, of forging a path despite the odds. The other is a tale of privilege unchecked, of mistakes repeated without consequence. And yet it's the former who bears the brunt of public outrage. It's Harry and Meghan who are painted as the villains, while Andrew quietly fades into the background, his misdeeds tucked neatly away. There's a lesson here, but it's not just about the royal family. It's about us, about the narratives we choose to believe and the voices we choose to amplify. It's about the systems that protect the powerful and punish those who dare to break free. What do you think about this double standard? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching today's video, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video to join the conversation. Until next time, let's keep questioning the headlines.